Welcome to Finding Myself Through Obesity. My name is Alicia Black. I'm so grateful you've tuned into another episode and following me on this healing journey that I am on. And to be honest, I've had a really tough week. And there are some things that I've been feeling since last week. I talked about my all or nothing thinking and how I started this diet, and it put me right back into the place of being scared of food, being scared of eating, being scared of losing the weight and gaining it back. And so I thought that I was in this really good state of mind and that I could go on this diet and things would be different this time because of all the healing and all the work that I had been doing. But I reverted right back into that controlling way and the fear. And I know that I'm being taught something right now. I know that God is working through me to teach me a new lesson. I talked about this new path that I need to take. And for some reason, I'm scared to take this path because it's so unknown. I don't even know what it looks like. I don't even know how to begin to go down that path. And the word that keeps coming to my mind is surrender. Surrender the control. And I think that's why God is teaching me this lesson right now, because I was trying to control my outcome. I was trying to control my food so that I could control my weight. And it left me not feeling inspired anymore, because when fear comes in, then it stops all of that connection with ourselves. And I was remembering when I took a class from Kathy Heller, she had us go through this meditation. I wish that I could find it because it was very impactful. I was being reminded that that is where I'm at right now. So what she did is she told us to close our eyes. I invite you to do this if you would like to, but close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Imagine yourself not changing anything and you're exactly the same. You're still trying to control things. You're still afraid. You're still doing all the same things that you are doing now. And you're 5 years down the road, where are you at? And 10 years down the road, where are you at? And this path is the non-growth path, where you just stay the same and stay in your comfort zone and you never improve. When I was imagining that, I didn't like that feeling. I didn't want to go down that path because I know the pain that's there. I want change. I want healing. I want different. So then she had us take another deep breath and imagine this other path that's so beautiful. And you have the job that you've always wanted. You have the home that you've always dreamt of living in. And in this path, all of your dreams come true. All the greatest things that you've ever wanted to happen in your life happen. And imagine 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road that your life is going exactly how you want it to go. And I remember going down that path and just thinking, oh, I love this feeling. Yes, that's my path. That's my path. I want that path. And then she said, okay, now we're going to take another deep breath and we are going to go down another path. And I was thinking, what other path is there, right? I want you to imagine yourself on this path where you see some mountains and you see some flowers, but there's no path. You don't see any direction and you can only see so far in front of you. I didn't really like that because it felt like a standstill. I want to know what my path is. It's showing me how much I want to control my outcome. This unknown path, you create it as you go. As you move forward, a little bit more of that path is lit up and opened up to you. So the word surrender keeps coming to my mind, and knowing that there is this third path that I need to learn how to go on, and remembering how I felt when Kathy Heller put us through that meditation and how uncomfortable I felt and how comfortable I felt with that path of, I know what's going to happen, picturing all the perfect things happening in my life. And that wasn't the path. And of course, I don't want to stay on the path that I'm staying the same, but this unknown path, I have no idea what it looks like. I have no idea even how to start and how to begin. And those words again keep coming to me. Surrender. Surrender the control. And I had one of my friends ask me what surrender means to my soul. And I think surrender means to trust God. that what he wants for me may not be what I want for myself right now. Trust that God knows what's best for me, even if I don't know what it looks like. But to trust that he is going to lead me down those paths that are going to be best for me and best for my family. And to be honest, I'm scared of that path. But I also know that it's the way I need to go. And I am distracting myself because I don't want to look at it right now. I've been wanting to just escape with food or social media and not think about all of these things, not think about what's next for me because I don't know what it looks like. So I don't even know how to begin on this path. So today I've been doing a lot of studying about surrender and what that means for me and my future. There are these really high vibration emotions that I feel, this happiness, this excitement for life that I normally feel. And then when I go through these growth periods where I know that God is trying to teach me something, I go down, back down again, and I feel these low vibrations, the fear, the shame, the doubts start coming into my mind again. The voice in my head saying, "You will never follow through with anything. You've never been successful. Why would you be successful now?" Those voices trying to hold me back from being the woman that God knows I can be. And it's taken me down. But I know that he is helping me build a better foundation. Like every single time I go through something hard or I go through a dip, there is always something greater to learn and an even more wonderful feeling when I am on the other side. I'm realizing how much control I really do want of my life and how much I need to learn how to surrender and trust that unknown path. Because I know that this path of the known, of all the expectations of me, being a certain weight, me being successful financially, this path of expectation of what I think it's going to look like, it never goes as planned. And if I have these expectations and they don't go as planned, then I start feeling like I'm doing it wrong. And I didn't even want to record my podcast today. I haven't wanted to post on my social media. I've wanted to hide more because I know there's something that I need to look at that I'm not ready to look at yet. And I'll get there. I'm grateful for this podcast. I'm grateful that I have this commitment to putting out an episode, an honest take of what I'm feeling right now. The vision I have for the way I think my life will go, I have to let go of that and trust that whatever I go through, however it turns out, is exactly what I'm supposed to go through, exactly what God wants me to go through in order to learn more and to have a more connected spirit. So even though this week has been hard, I know I'm being taught something. I know I'm feeling the resistance of looking at it, and I know that I will look at it when I'm ready to look at it. And I have to love myself through all of that because we can't force anyone to be ready. And I have to trust that I will look at it when I'm ready to look at it. When I try to control things, then I lose a part of this higher self that I've been connected to. I saw this question, are you feeling at home in your stuckness? And that to me is what I'm feeling because I don't want to go down that unknown path. I really want to stay in my stuckness. And it's going to take courage of going down this unknown path in order for me to get unstuck. And that's just part of the process. Because of the shame that came up for me this week, I felt shame in myself because I couldn't continue going on this diet that I was on. And then I started to eat again and wanted to escape. That shame came up. And shame cannot survive when you're feeding it love. Kyle Cease was talking about talking to your shame and asking it questions like, ask your shame when it comes up in your body, what are you scared of? And see what answers come to you. Because if you can love that shame, or say, if I say, oh, what are you scared of? And for me, I would say, I'm scared of failing again. Could I love myself? If I failed again, could I show up and love myself? And I honestly can say yes, that I could love myself through that. And then the shame can go away. Because if the shame is loved, it has no power over us. And shame is created to protect our fear. So whenever we have shame come up, there's something we're scared of. And if shame comes up for you, to ask it some questions and ask what you're scared of, and love all the parts of you. And that's what I'm going to be working on. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned from my journey is that everything happens for us. It really does. And the sooner that we can accept that life is happening for us, and to know that God is working to create something better in us, to help us see ourselves in a more clear, more true light, then maybe we won't fight against all of these things as hard. And I'm hoping that will be true for me, that I will be able to lift myself back up into that good place of hope and faith and excitement for the future. And I'm going to ask God to help me heal this fear of the unknown path. Help me surrender. Help me trust that He knows, that I don't have to know what that path looks like, that my job is to stay connected to myself and to Him, and to be guided, and trust that whatever uncovers, whatever happens, is for my greater good. I hope you all will love yourself through all the shameful moments this week, and that you will learn how amazing you are, that you will put love first, love for yourself. And when you have love for yourself, the love that you have for others just grows even greater. And it also helps you strengthen your relationship with God, because you know who you are. So thank you so much for being here this week. Let's think about the things that we are feeling ashamed of, and let's ask it what it's afraid of. And let's see what comes up for us, and see if we can love that part of us, the thing that we are so scared of. If that was true, can we still love ourselves through that? And I want to take a step onto that unknown path. One small step forward, by asking questions and by getting to the truth of who I really am, and not getting stuck in that shame cycle. So thank you so much for being here and allowing me to share my heart with you. I don't write these episodes. I am really just going off of what my heart is saying. And I may repeat things a lot, but I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to share, because I am learning as I'm sharing with you. So thank you, everyone, for being here and supporting me. And we will talk to you guys next week.